60
Okay, we got
seconds.
top brass on the set today, so let's keep it in our pants, all right?
Hey, my name's Raul. How many people do we have playing?
Can't name names, no legal
One player. That means less work for me. Another thing, you want 7 or 21 questions? Thanks, you're a real peach there, babe. Okay, here we go. A question pops up, you know the answer, you buzz in. You hit the button on your controller that corresponds with the answer. It's that simple. Looky here, use one of these buttons to buzz in. Then choose your answer by hitting one of the 4 buttons over here on the right, okay? Okay.
10 seconds.
Let's go to black.
9.
All right, folks,
8.
see you on the other
Graphics
side.
ready to go on our end.
Six.
Cue the logo.
5,
behind the lady in
4,
the blue parka.
3.
Silver Lining Tarot Center, making the great beyond just a little bit greater.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see ya. Yada, yada, yada. Well, all right, that's out of the way. So it's just you playing this time around, huh? Nothing to be ashamed of. Just don't let it happen again. Well, let's get started. Okay, I need a category. Here we have O Positive Pastries. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Hey, have you ever had a Bismarck? You know, those jelly-filled donut things? Well, anyway, if the jelly in a Bismarck donut is replaced by the ingredients used to describe Otto von Bismarck's policy for the unification of Germany, what would it be filled with? Blood and fire, blood and guts, blood and iron, or blood, sweat, and tears? Bet you wish you'd pick this. Otto von Bismarck's policy of blood and iron is what helped unify Germany, so that's what his pastry would be filled with. Yep, that's German food for you. I need a category. The category? Does this mean we can raid the collection plate? Looks like this one's going for $1,000. Okay, imagine this. Thinking it will entertain the priest in church, you recite the Lord's Prayer backwards. Much to your surprise, he does what? Tries to exorcise you, awards you a papal citation, vanishes into thin air, or becomes giggly and merry. Reciting the Lord's Prayer backwards is an element of the Black Mass, which is a mockery of a normal Christian Mass. So we might think you're worshiping Satan, which is a ridiculous thing to try in church, unless you can get the organist to play some Black Sabbath during the service. All right, hit me. Coming at you. If you're Dan Quayle, don't pick this question. This one can net you $1,000. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. Which of these words is the correct spelling of the word misspelling? Misspelling, 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 or misspelling? MISSPELLING. And thanks to Florida State University for letting us use their entrance exam for this question. Okay, pick a category. Let's see what we got going. Holiday schmoliday. How many days do I get off? And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. All right, see if you can complete the following Yuletide equation. I bet you can't. Days of Hanukkah minus days of Christmas multiplied by days of Kwanzaa equals what? -40, -28, 33, or 672? 8 minus 12 is -4 times 7 is -28. You just hang around for the leftovers, don't you? Category, please.
You don't wanna blow it on number 5.
And this one is, can you get paid for that? You give me a right answer, I give you $3,000. Okay, I don't know about you, but I've gone to great lengths to cover up hickeys. Because it's a common term in the profession, which of these people would not put on a turtleneck upon noticing a hickey? Priest, printer, proctologist, or computer programmer? A priest? No, but I got this great joke for you. A priest, a printer, a proctologist, and a computer programmer walk into a bar. Now, as it turns out, they're all smarter than you are. Let's take a look at the right answer. A hickey is the printing term for a small blemish or mistake. And when their ink won't stop dripping, it's called a gonorrhea. Okay, I need a category. Well, what do we have here? Between The Rock and A Hard Place. $3,000 for this one. You know something? My heart is still beating from that movie, The Rock, and I saw it a really long time ago. It truly was the ride of my life. In 1907, a different crisis threatened San Francisco. If Hollywood produced a big-budget action flick about the 1907 crisis, what would the slam-bang movie best be called? The Wave, The Plague, The Mud, or The Bear? In May 1907, the bubonic plague broke out in San Francisco. 1906, the earthquake. 1907, the plague. 1988, Sean Connery and Mark Harmon star in The Presidio. When will the madness end? I need a category. Well, looks like this category is to boldly go where key demographics want to go. This one's worth $1,000. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. If 7 of 9 from Star Trek Voyager translates her name to the appropriate percentage, what will her friends call her? 50%, 69%, 78%, or 100%? Divide 7 by 9 and you get .7777 or 78%. Try to divide 7 of 9 from her costume though and you get rubber burns. Alright, hit me. This one's called Your Walton Money Is No Good Here. $1,000 if you get it. Heads up, here it comes. Say John Boy Walton wants to pull a fast one by passing off outdated Virginia currency as legal tender. What might he try to do? Buy new overalls with some rawhide, buy a new guitar with moonshine, buy a car with buckets of dirt, or buy some groceries with tobacco leaves?
You'll want to put some ice on that.
Good night, John Boy. Tobacco was once the official currency of the state of Virginia. Of course, nowadays people pay with the nicotine patch. Okay, pick a category.
Aloha, question number 9.
For your enjoyment, Burn Baby Burn, internal combustion. And we got $3,000 in the pot. Okay, Motorhead, see if you can complete the following automotive sequence. Fuel tank, fuel filter, fuel pump, blank, intake manifold. Is it fuel gauge, carburetor, spark plugs, or distributor cap? If a car's not fuel injected, fuel usually passes from the tank through the filter, through the pump, and is aerated in the carburetor before entering the intake manifold. And after it's aerated, then you can really call it gas. Category, please. Yeah, I knew there was something about you I liked. You just chose a three-way. Okay, this is simple, but hear me out anyway. You're gonna see a three-way like this one. Buzz in when the correct three-way member is lit up and you score. Woohoo! But look out, it'll cost you $1,000 every time you're wrong. Alright, time to boogie. This lovely three-way goes by the category of, I want to be more than just super friends. And now it's time for a little three-way with three of your favorite superheroes, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Looks like this is it. Here's your three-way. Woohoo! Hey! Woohoo! 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 Okay, the party's over. Time to collect the empties and count our money. Nicely done. A perfect score. Must be all that practicing alone, huh? Let's check out your overall score. That's it for round one. Let's go to round two. Every question in round two is worth twice as much, so we got some serious cash at stake here. Let's get to it. Okay, I need a category. And I believe this one's called Fundamentals with Dick and Jane. One right answer and $6,000 head your way. Ready? Stay with me here. Dick hints that Jane isn't much fun in bed. Jane overhears this and gains an insight into Dick's character, then insinuates that Dick doesn't shower enough. Which statement is correct? Dick implied that Jane thinks he's smelly, Jane inferred that Dick is a jerk, Dick inferred that Jane is frigid, or Spot implied that they all need to lighten up. To infer is to make a conclusion, and to imply is to hint at something, so it's correct to say that Jane inferred that Dick is a jerk for implying that she's frigid. And while I have a sec, I'm going to make a small request. If you don't know the difference between imply and infer, just don't use them at all. Please, it drives me crazy. I need a category. This category is known as the Worldwide Jack Web. Set up straight. This one's worth $6,000. Okay, you ready? All right, imagine this. You're cruising around the Worldwide Jack Web, where you find only sites dedicated to TV shows in which Jack Webb was involved. Which cool site would you not find? Blah, 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 emergency.com, blah, 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 dragnet.com, blah, 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 chips.com, or blah, 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 adam12.com. Jack Webb was never involved with chips. And there are probably a lot of people who wish they could say the same thing. All right, hit me. may I introduce When Yuppies Really Suffer. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Hey, remember that show 30-something where a bunch of attractive people sat around whining? It's called Friends now. Anyway, if the show were called 1930-something, which of the following would most likely be a plot line? Gary gets drafted to fight in World War II, Ellen whines about not being able to vote, Hope writes an expose on new drug penicillin, or Michael loses money in the Great Depression. Well, if Ellen's not able to vote, it's only because, like you, she's too stupid to realize women got the vote in 1920. Bet you wish you'd pick this. The Great Depression started in 1929 and continued throughout the 30s. The whole country is in turmoil. People are jumping out of windows. My wife doesn't understand me. And worst of all, I'm going gray. Okay, pick a category.
Ain't no love like number 14.
Say hello to It's My Party and You're Not Invited. Think you can handle $6,001 bills? So I was digging through my attic and I found this old family diary. Check it out.
Went to a lovely gathering tonight. Hung around Dartmouth and Eleanor. Beaver was there too. Can't wait until next weekend.
What party is this person talking about? The Donner Party, Mardi Gras, the Boston Tea Party, or the Democratic Party? The Dartmouth, the Beaver, and the Eleanor were the three ships that were pillaged in the Boston Tea Party. You know, I bet that party would have been a lot more fun if they brought their Italian cousins, Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria. Category, please.
Not 14, not 16, you're right in between.
Open wide and get ready for the fairest one of all. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. A lot of superheroes are described as fearless, but which superhero could be described as fairest? Iron Man, Aquaman, Plastic Man, or Superman, the Man of Steel? Ferrous is an adjective meaning of or containing iron. I hear he also enjoys irony. Okay, I need a category. Well, mercy me. It looks like a this or dat question. This or dat's category name is OUI, operating under the influence. Okay, I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one you need to tell me, is it an Operation Game Piece or a liquor drink? If it's an Operation Game Piece, hit the square button on your controller. If it's a liquor drink, hit the circle, and hit the triangle button if you want to skip. $1,000 for each correct answer, but $1,000 off for each one you miss or any that you just don't get to. Alright, let's put 30 seconds on the clock. Let's dance. Adam's Apple, Operation Game Piece or liquor drink? Irish Eyes. Funny Bone. Poop Deck. Old Man's Milk. Water on the Knee. This is it. Charlie Horse. Thing of Beauty, let's see your new score. Feel good? I hope so, cuz we still got more Jack. I need a category.
Number 17.
Pucker up for Oedipussy. Better wake up, there's $6,000 at stake. Let's see how you handle this one. Considering the Greek words from which Oedipus is derived, which cliché most appropriately describes Oedipus telling his mom he wants to sleep with her? He's put his swollen foot in his mouth, he's got mud in his blind eye, he's been listening to his faulty heart, or he's lost his big head. Oedipus means swollen foot.
Mom, my foot hurts. Do you think you could rub it?
Okay, give it up for Get the President to Make Up. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Flex those fingers, 'cause here it comes. Given that his first and last name are both U.S. presidents' last names, which actor should have lent the most authenticity to his performance as chief executive? Bill Pullman, Michael Douglas, Harrison Ford, or John Travolta? Benjamin Harrison and Gerald Ford were both U.S. presidents. You may recall President Harrison's famous line, "Get off my horse and buggy." Okay, pick a category. Step right up for question 19. Now serving, When Your Belch is Like a Symphony. How does $4,000 grab you? Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. Considering his nickname, which of these jazz musicians might a cannibal think was the most tasty? John Burks Gillespie, William Basie, Ferdinand Morton, or Thomas Waller? Ferdinand Jelly Roll Morton. And if he doesn't taste just right, you can add a little salt and pepper. Category, please.
Question number 20.
The selection is boxer shorts. This one can net you $6,000. Hey, you know Muhammad Ali's motto, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee? Well, say you want to see Muhammad Ali's 1960 Olympic gold medal. Based on what he says happened to it, how should he change his rhyme to help you find it? Ali claims he was so disgusted with racist treatment he received at a restaurant, he threw his gold medal into the Ohio River. Here's something I've always wondered. How exactly does a butterfly float? Okay, I need a category. Looks like you've jacked before. Commit this clue to memory. It'll save your life someday. The geography formerly known as... Time to get out all those obsolete maps you have lying around the house. Okay, here we go. Second win till that last one. Let's see what it did to your final score. That's the game. Player, I couldn't have done a better job myself. But then, I wasn't playing by myself, was I? But seriously, player, and I don't say this to just everybody.
You don't know Jack!
Nice work, people. Congratulate yourselves. We pulled off another one. Hey, Raul, can we go home or are we playing another one of these?
Well, look at who made it onto the high scoreboard. I'll just call you a big shot into your Namerson. Super. I hope you feel good about yourself.
Just for
hey, I don't
her
do this for
magazine.
everyone,
Hey,
just
sexy
people
new
who have
hair
just played the
dad-free
game. If you want to
entrees.
play
Style
again,
yourself
let
in
me
style.
know.
How to tell if he secretly hates you.
12 tips for a sexy belly button.
5 personality traits you should always hide.
A token career article.
More reasons never to leave the house without makeup. He'll like you if you put your own needs aside. Your breasts can defy gravity. Here's how.
Yes, you can force him to love you.
There's always something to obsess about, just for her.
You've seen the video of the alien autopsy and you say you still don't believe? Well, here's the video the government really doesn't want you to see. Alien routine checkup. Let's listen to the hearing test.
Right? Left? Right?
You're probably asking yourself, is it real or is it faux? Would a fake doctor do this?
Okay now, Mr. Alien, turn your head.
Doctor, those aren't my testicles. These are my testicles.
Due to the graphic nature of this video, we recommend you don't watch it alone.
Okay, now, Mr. Alien, I need you to bend
I wouldn't
over.
do that, Doctor. I
just
tend
relax.
to clamp up.
Order before midnight tonight and get a free bonus tape. Alien's funniest home video.
Oh, I should be able to sink this pot as long as I avoid the pond. Oh, help! Your water burns my scaly alien skin!
Wasn't that a riot? Order now before you come to your senses.
This morning on the Asylum.
Hello?
Yes, is this Mrs. Forsythe?
Yes, it is.
This is Principal Warga. I'm afraid I've got some bad news about your son Timmy in the 4th grade.
What?
I'm afraid he died at school this morning.
What? Timmy?
Yeah, he died of a severe wedgie.
He's so bad.
Yeah, the autopsies show he also suffered from repeated wet willies.
What? Who is this?
Ooh, looks like little Timmy's mother's a bit pissed. Pissed? I'm the one who should be pissed. You wouldn't let me finish the joke.
Oh, you guys
are
are
you
so
people?
crazy.
109.7 WEOB, The Asylum, weekday mornings from 7 to 11. Trucks love dogs.
All right, hot damn, fresh meat. Hey, everybody, we're going to take it from the top.